Hey everyone, happy MedTech Mentor Monday. So another edition of what's going on in the industry and how this can relate to you as a marketer. So one thing I want to talk about is the iOS 14 update. Why is that important for people in MedTech and marketing? What does that mean? Well, long story short, Apple essentially started a war with Facebook and won. And that war was that Apple wanted to give its users the ability to control what's done with their data, essentially allowing people to choose whether they want cookies tracking to be on, remarketing, along with many other things. Now, this hurts a lot of people, not only on Facebook, but Google, but a lot of other places, because if that is turned off, right, and you just made it harder, all the Facebook pixel, the tracking, everything works to a certain extent depending on what. So for example, in the past, you used to be able to drive let's say traffic from a Facebook ad, let's say targeting physicians, to your blog, and then once they're on their blog, let's say you want to retarget or remarket to the people who read 70% of the blog, because those are the people with high intent, right? You could do that. You can't do that anymore. And so what does this mean? Well, what this means is that I think lazy marketers who used to just take, terrible copy, terrible creative, and didn't really put a lot of thought on it, put it into the Facebook algorithm and just let the algorithm kind of do the work in terms of figuring out who's going to be more responsive to the ad. This is going to force a lot of people to get better as marketers, and unfortunately for the medtech industry, there's not a whole lot of them because traditionally we've not been good about testing these things. Now, for those of you who are wondering, like, where can I get some ideas? Well, let me show you Medtronic. I'm sorry, but forgive me for what I'm about to do. So if we take a look, so if you go to Facebook, right, and let's say you look up a med device company, like let's say Medtronic, look up one that has, billions of dollars, and they're obviously going to be running some campaigns. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see this thing called page transparency, right? This was brought out after the Cambridge Analytica scandal, right, to show transparency of that. You click it and say see all, and see where it says that this page is currently running ads. You go to ad library. Once you click that, it takes you to their ad library, and now you can start seeing all the ads that they've run and are currently running, right? So for example, if we go to active ads, we want to see which ads they've been running. You can start looking at the date and seeing what ads have been running and how long they've been running. See how this started in March 18th? Let's just keep rolling back, February, all the way back, right? And we can see back to January, right? These are the ads that are continuously running, which means that these are probably ads that are performing really well. So now you can click these ads and take a look at them, and you can see where they go, what their landing pages are like, right? This is how you start to get a better idea, and this is what I recommend doing, right? Go look at your competitors, go look at these large med device companies, because they have legal teams and regulatory teams where they spend millions of dollars trying to make sure that they have the right ad, that it's approved, etc., and that it's worth investing in. And for the most part, from what I've realized, that a lot of these large med device companies, they don't have the ability to launch so many ads at once and constantly be updating and reiterating them every, say, few weeks or months, because it takes a long time to get them approved. So this is a great place to go and look and see what is actually working and get some ideas. My recommendation is really start to dive deep in terms of how to create better quality ads. Try to understand persuasion. One classic book I recommend is How to Write a Good Advertisement, right? You look at the old copywriting books, and you can get a really good understanding as to how to structure really effective direct response ads, right? Ads that make people make a action. So anyway, that's your tip of the day. Happy Monday, and hope you have a great week. See you soon.